You earn a good salary, but your balance still hits zero. And you stop and think, where is my money actually going? Let's break the biggest myth first. Making more money does not guarantee saving more. Now watch this. Two people. Same salary. One feels calm and in control. The other feels stressed and stuck. The difference isn't income. It's how money is handled. This happens because expenses grow quietly. As income goes up, lifestyle goes up too. Rent, bills, and subscriptions lock your money in. These costs hit before you even touch your salary. What's left feels too small to save. So saving gets pushed to later. Later turns into months, and months turn into years. That's how people earn well but stay broke. The problem isn't discipline. The problem is the system around money. And that system was never taught to you. Most people never learn how money actually works, so they just react instead of planning. Money comes in, money goes out, and saving is whatever's left, which is usually nothing. This makes saving feel impossible. But here's the shift most people miss. Saving is not about leftover money. Saving is about deciding first. Most people wait to see what they can save. But saving doesn't work that way. You have to flip the order. Save first, then spend what remains. This one change does everything. It removes willpower from the equation because the decision is already made. This is how calm people handle money, and stress slowly disappears. But most people don't start this way. They try to rely on motivation, and motivation never lasts. Life gets busy, expenses pop up unexpectedly, and saving slips to the bottom. That's why consistency matters more than intensity. Small actions repeated over time, they change everything. This is how saving becomes automatic. But there's one more problem. Most people underestimate fixed costs. Rent, loans, subscriptions. These costs don't feel big, but together they add up fast. They lock in your lifestyle and make saving harder every month. That's why cutting one big cost matters more than cutting 10 small ones. This creates breathing room, but cutting costs alone isn't enough. You also need a buffer. That buffer is your emergency fund. Without it, every surprise feels like a crisis. Car trouble, medical bill, sudden repair. Each one destroys momentum. That's why emergency savings come first, before investing, before upgrading life. Once emergencies are covered, stress drops, and decisions get clearer. You stop reacting and start planning. Planning makes saving feel possible, even on a normal income, because control beats income every single time. This is when habits start to stick and progress becomes visible. But one thing still holds people back. That thing is debt. High-interest debt. It drains your future to pay for your past. Credit cards. Buy now, pay later. They feel small at first, but they quietly grow and eat into every raise you get. That's why debt freedom comes before wealth. Once debt is controlled, money feels lighter. You finally feel progress. This is when saving stops feeling painful and starts feeling normal, but one silent enemy remains. Lifestyle creep. As income grows, so do expectations. Bigger house, nicer car, more subscriptions, more monthly payments. They don't feel like splurges. They feel normal, but normal can still be dangerous because raises disappear silently and savings never catch up. This is why high earners still struggle, not because they're bad with money, but because money habits scaled wrong. The fix is not earning more. The fix is changing the system, a system that protects savings first. Before life gets a chance to spend it, this removes daily money stress and replaces it with clarity. Clarity leads to confidence, and confidence leads to consistency. This is how saving finally sticks and stops feeling impossible. Here's what this looks like in real life. Same income, different system. One system saves first, the other spends first. One builds safety, the other lives on edge. Same paycheck, completely different outcomes. That's the power of a system, and this works at any income level. Low income, middle income, high income. The rules don't change. Only the numbers do. That's why copying lifestyles fails, but copying systems works. This is the quiet advantage most people never notice, and it starts with one simple move. Automate your saving so you don't rely on willpower, because willpower runs out. Automation doesn't. This removes daily decisions and protects progress quietly, even on busy months. Even when life gets messy, That's how saving survives real life. But automation alone isn't magic. You still need clear boundaries. Boundaries protect your future self. They stop impulse spending and reduce decision fatigue. This keeps your system stable. Even when temptation appears, that's how discipline gets built. Not by force, but by design. Design beats motivation every time. Because life doesn't stay perfect, your system has to survive bad days and boring months. That's when habits are tested. Strong systems don't break. They adapt and keep you moving forward even when motivation disappears. That's the real secret to saving. Most people think saving is about sacrifice, but it's actually about alignment. Your money should match your real life, not your highlight reel. When spending matches values, saving stops feeling painful because you're not fighting yourself. You're working with reality, and that's sustainable for years, not weeks. So if saving feels impossible, it's not because you're failing, it's because the system is broken, and broken systems can be rebuilt. One simple step at a time, no pressure to be perfect. Just better than yesterday. That's how saving finally becomes possible.